kind of felt like actually talking about the honest guy and the base contrarian beef, if you want to call it that. So I've been watching both channels for a very long time, base contrarian way before I discovered the honest guy. But at some point in time with my main channel, I did cover the honest guy and did a live stream on him and did a compilation of him while he was still recording videos with his special haircut, his Backstreet Boy haircut, and his glasses on, right? Trying to hide his identity as a minor, I mean, I can understand. Kind of an alternative to being a VRTuber, to, like getting, going incognito mode if you're browsing the web. We're getting to the point. So I've, I did notice a pattern straight away with the honest guy. First and foremost, he's not that honest. Honest guy should be named not that honest guy or this honest guy. That would be a better name for his channel. He should definitely rename his channel if he would decide to continue being on YouTube, because he told in his previous upload, in his most recent upload, that he wasn't going to stay on YouTube for that long anymore. Kind of doing a DBDR on his audience, disappearing or deleting his channel or whatever. And yeah, many aspects of what he talked about in the past with his earlier work that he deleted or privated in any way. Base Contrarian called him out, like saying like you're not an inkwell, you're just a grifter, you don't know what life is about if you just only have lived 17 to 18 years of it. And since he's like, well, he recently had his birthday. I think he's like, let's see, I think he's Scorpio, right? Yeah, would definitely suit his personality. But the point is that, yeah, from my perspective as well, after doing the live stream a couple of months ago, like half a year ago, more than half a year ago, talking about his case in general, having him comment on that live stream and then thanking me for my advice or my input. I would also say like, look, if you're that age and you would call yourself an inkwell, you're not BP, you're not RP, you're not B, you're not another BP. You're willing to already just give up, but then you release some private information, that I should stop saying, because I start sounding like him. Private information that actually reveals that you're swinging both ways, that you're bi, right? And if you do identify with the ABC Mafia, if you do find yourself on that spectrum, regardless of, past mental health issues and whatnot, I mean, that just says that your dating pool or the opportunities you might have and will have in the future, because being at the end road of your teenage years, but identifying as such and basically being sexually open to both sides, right? Means that you have so much options. You're it's like basically having a fan instead of halfway open, completely open. That's what it is, symbolically speaking. So if you're complaining about, oh, I never kissed a girl before, I'm a kissless virgin and all that stuff, fine, great, awesome, okay, I understand where that frustration is coming from. But you're talking about a girl, and then after so many videos, all of a sudden you're like, hey, I'm bi. So if it's not possible for you at this time, in this point in time, to kiss a girl for whatever reason you're struggling with, wouldn't it be, if you don't have an issue with it, wise as an alternative, as a backup plan, as a plan B, to kiss a guy then instead, and then get it over with, and erase that version identity core you're waving around online? I mean, to me, that sounds like the alternative you have at literally a day from you. Like every day can be that if you want it to be. All you have to do is just find a guy that's attracted to you enough in a way that you feel the same way, and you don't mind. It's about, do you want it or not? If it's about like kissing and you don't mind if it comes from a guy or a girl, you have opportunities enough That's the thing. You gotta understand that the younger you are, the easier these things are gonna come into your life, because many people, just in general, they lack experience as well. So they want to accumulate a certain amount of experience so that they don't seem like a noob while they're starting life for real when you start your 20s, right? Talking about college students and stuff. Now, if I just reflect on it, like, if you're 18 now, I'm basically double your age. I'm double your age. So I can see all these faces from the late teens, mid teens, late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, early 30s, mid 30s. I can completely see every face and what I liked, what I disliked, what I liked, what I craved, and what I would have done differently. But the point of the matter is, when I was 17, 18, 19, I had opportunities that I knew that could have lasted, but they didn't, because you didn't find yourself. I didn't find myself. Like, if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know what you want to do in life, who you want to be in life, and how you want to establish, these things should be your priority. Looking for someone to kiss just so you can give away your V card, if that's the focus, the main focus of life, if you're not lying, if that's the true main focus of life, then that's actually being very desperate. And if there's one thing nobody likes in general in any type of relationship, whether it's platonic or not, it's desperation. Nobody is attracted to desperation just because you want to get it over it, and that's a wrong motivation to do stuff with people just so you can feel relieved about it, so the pressure is off. I mean, Base Contrarian made some valid points, and you should take them not as criticism that insults you and puts you in a negative daylight. I mean, yeah, there was some squabbling, there was some beef. Okay, that's an online thing, right? But take it as a piece of advice that you can use and take with you in the near future. Everything that people offer you, even if it sounds negative at the time, there is still some truth in it that can help you navigate through life. But ego always stands in the way. And if you're younger, we always think we know everything better, we can do everything better, we get a lot of energy and time, and all these things kind of work as a motivator to do whatever we want until we understand, like, look, okay, life doesn't work like that. Okay, the ego is inflated, the ego needs to take a step back, the ego is problematic. And the moment you start doing that, you start working with people, understanding people, and understanding that living selfishly or being a narcissist or having these tendencies isn't going to get you anywhere. Even if you think you're privileged on certain levels, that you should be experiencing things before a certain age. If you would take this literally as what's going on in Russia and what Putin says, you should have your first kid at your late teens and early mid 20s. Would you see yourself doing that within this and 5 years? I don't think so. I don't think honest guy is going to be that honest that he's willing to do that. No, I don't think so. If traditionalism is something you crave, if that's so important to you to traditionally go through those phases in life accordingly, then that's already a loss, because there are so many other things you could be doing during the time. Like, I've got a brother that's basically near your age category. He's older than you, but he's closer to your age category than he's to mine. He's also Gen Z. So what does that mean? That means that if I would give him advice from a guy to a guy, from a brother to a brother, from someone that's kin and blood, I would just say, look, instead of focusing on finding someone you can match with and have a serious relationship with and have your first experiences with, you should stop simping out and you should start focusing on establishing yourself. Your first job, you should establish yourself. Your first opportunity, you should establish yourself. Your first career endeavor, you should establish yourself. Your first savings, like everything you're doing for the first time when you're at the beginning of the road, you should take it seriously enough to put yourself in a place, in a position that you can become something you want to be, or you get somewhere you want to be. And even if you say, okay, I'm doing that already, I have time and energy for other stuff because I'm young, yeah, fine, great, cool, that's nice to hear. But that's not it. You gotta focus one thing at a time. and stop craving something that will come eventually. The moment you let go is the moment you will find it. Right time, right place, but not now. Complaining, moaning about it, it's not gonna help you. It's not gonna get you anywhere pretty soon.